I'm here with Julian Phillips of the Global Presence Alliance, who is currently on a stopover on the way to Mumbai. Julian, what is the Global Presence Alliance?
Well, the Global Presence Alliance is the star alliance of the AV industry. It has been formed now for over 7 years. And 7 years ago it was an idea. And it started with an idea that was drawn out of a business need. At the time, I was managing director of Impact in the UK, an AV integrator. And we had a number of clients on the managed services side who actually wanted us to do the same for them in the US as we were doing for them in the UK. And so the original idea was to try and find a transatlantic partner. And I made a few phone calls and actually traveled it over to the States, and I was given 2 companies that I should go and talk to. The one that I liked instantly was Whitlock, and that's the company I actually am part of now. And so we started discussions initially about, do we create a transatlantic alliance? And that was where we started on day one. The following day, after a good night's sleep and a couple of drinks, the realization is that why would you just do it transatlantic when actually what customers are trying to do is actually roll out things on a global basis? And so that was when the idea of the Star Alliance model came up, and wouldn't we, if we're going to do this, why don't we just do it on a much bigger scale? And to an extent I have a very emotional attachment, a very paternal attachment to the GPA. I've seen it grown from nothing to now 25 members around the world, over 3,500 employees within those members, in over 180 major cities around the world. It's actually been an incredible journey and growing, and that's the most exciting thing.
I understand you're also involved with Infocom.
I am indeed. In fact, I'm now serving my 3rd year as a board director at Infocom, the industry association for the AV industry. And that has been a very interesting journey too. And I think my time both on the GPA board as well as the Infocom board has really given me the opportunity to see firsthand, in addition to my experience at Whitlock, how rapidly this industry is changing. And to the extent the opportunity that actually lies ahead of us is probably 10 times larger than the opportunity that's ever gone before. And that's why the GPA is so exciting. It's the opportunity now has never been bigger. It's going to continue to grow, but it has to be done on a truly global basis.
Why was Feltech chosen to represent the UK?
We selected what we thought was a long list and then a short list of the most capable integrators in the UK market. And Feltech was one of 3 that was down to the short list. And so it was a competitive situation, and at the end of the day, the board of directors for the GPA chose Feltech, partly because of Feltech's engineering quality, its capability, but actually the most important reason were the people, the integrity, the honesty, the willingness to actually get involved, not only in fulfilling its obligations in the GPA, but actually contributing to the development and the future success of the GPA. And we were delighted to make the decision, and ever since we did, we've been delighted with Feltech's involvement.
How does the GPA bring value to its clients on a worldwide basis?
Up until everything went on the network, you could actually have individual integrators building to different standards, to different qualities, because it didn't really have a massive effect on the performance of an organization if it failed or it didn't deliver the value. Now we're in a different world, and that connected world requires standards, it requires performance, it requires the ability to provide support on a global basis. And so the Global Presence Alliance is there exactly to do that for global enterprises who've chosen to actually deliver audiovisual technologies on a global basis. They need global support, they need standards, and they need a partner that can actually help them through the technology journey and roadmap, and that's what the Global Presence Alliance provides.
How is the GPA governed?
We started the GPA as an informal organisation 7 years ago, and as we started to grow and added more members and we started to deliver more services, we realised that we needed a higher level of governance. And so a couple of years ago the decision was that we would form a board of directors, and these are elected directors from the membership around the world. There are 7 directors and a president as well. And ever since that formation of the board, we've actually seen a massive increase in the amount of involvement from membership. We've seen many more initiatives around marketing, in operations and in services as well. So the board is the governing body and making sure that we go in the right direction, but it also acts as a galvanizing force to get member engagement and produce results as well.
How does the GPA ensure its members maintain the highest standards?
We have three layers of capability within the GPA. The first one is that we have a shared methodology. And it's really important that when we go to a global enterprise, we can share with them exactly what our thoughts are, what our concepts and our methodology is. And so that is the cornerstone of everything that we do. And all GPA members share that core methodology. The second is the services catalogue. And these are a range of services that are standardized across the globe, whereby all GPA members actually will deliver that service to that particular standard. What's interesting is that it may well be that that standard is different from the operational standard they have for that service in country. But when they are actually performing that on behalf of a global organization, the member will always deliver to the GPA standard. And so the services catalogue is the bedrock of what we do and how we do it. And finally, and this is something that's in development right now, is a solutions catalogue. So this is a range of common solutions that are designed specifically for global enterprises that GPA members agree to deliver on a global basis as well. So to answer your question, we have methodology, we have a services catalogue, and we have a solutions catalogue as well.
Does the GPA involve manufacturers and vendors?
Yes, there are members who are integrators. We also have a lot of influencers out there, so that might be general contractors, it might be AV consultants, so that's part of the community. But also we have a very important and growing community, and that's manufacturers and vendors. We have a program that's called the Accredited Vendor Program, the AVP, and we've reached out to a number of manufacturers who we believe are best in class in the design, the delivery and support of global products. And we've invited them to join the GPA and become an accredited member. And as part of that membership, there's a range of benefits that they have. They get access not only to the board of directors, but they get access to all of the members on a global basis, and an opportunity to engage in large global deployments with customers too. So the AVP program is growing. We have a range of manufacturers who are delighted to be part of that, and many more waiting to join too.
So what's going on in Mumbai?
We actually have many members traveling from many thousands of miles to get together in what will be the largest GPA event. In fact, we've got nearly 50 people traveling to spend a week in Mumbai, talking about services, talking about how we can develop new solutions, talking about how we can work together differently in collaborative ways to bring innovation and quality to our customers. We actually believe the Global Presence Alliance is about how we bring together, yes, best practice, but also how do we actually encourage innovation, collaboration and involvement from people from all around the world in this very strong community. And it's very exciting when you actually see an AV technician from Sao Paulo in Brazil actually talking to one in Norway, who's then talking to one in Africa about a particular project that we're deploying for a global customer. And the exchange of ideas and interest and excitement amongst that group is just wonderful to watch. So the GPA is not just a business community, it's also a community of people that like the opportunity to get to know each other, learn, and be able to inspire each other to do great things.